you guys up. And online family, here we go. Everybody say hi to Aaron. He's playing bass today. Here. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we're dancing in here, I love it. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hear ya? Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us be in joyful sound. Here we are on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We want to hear you. Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Woohoo! Good morning. Okay, we're gonna get funky now. You all have to do this with us. Here we go. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. Here we go. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world. Yeah, that's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it. What? That's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it, Yay! Woo!
Yes.
You guys are fun.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful as always. Good morning, everyone. Our church family. We at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral lands of the Kuwia, Gabriela Tonga, Keech, and Luciano peoples. I'm out of breath. We commit to live in right relations, to love our neighbors, to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly on this land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to live better as Great Spirit intended, in harmony with nature and with one another. So again, good morning and welcome. I am Frances Drake, one of the retired spiritual practitioners here at RCSL, where love lives here. I'm honored to be your host today, and as you know, Reverend Jeffrey is on sabbatical, but we are in very good hands. I'd like to say hello to everyone joining us on live stream, and I apologize that I cannot see you this morning and greet you on the line, but I know that you are welcomed and we are holding you high. I'd like to say hello, or I want to remind everyone in the sanctuary, rather, to please put your phones on silent so that our time together is uninterrupted. Now let's get up and have everyone moving again with some good music.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am Ed Ryan, one of your licensed spiritual practitioners here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. Practitioners will be available after service for a brief moment of prayer in the prayer room, which is located in the lobby. Please don't leave here with anything on your heart this morning. We would love to pray with you, and we absolutely know that prayer works. So, taking a deep breath and let it out. Close your eyes if you're comfortable in doing so, and allow this music to take you into the silence, followed by this morning's invocation. And I remember who I am. And I remember who we are. We are each individualized expressions of that one, of God. And I know that God is all that there is. God is an expression right here and now as love, as peace, as joy, wholeness and perfection, infinite possibility. It is that wisdom and intelligence with the solutions to all problems, that peace that passes all understanding. And it expresses right here, right now through me, for I am one with God. I am one with its peace, its joy, its love, its wisdom. I am one with its wholeness and perfection. And as this is a truth for me, this is a truth for everyone present here and present within the sound of my voice. I remember that we are all one with God and one with each other. And in knowing that truth, I speak my word for this day, knowing that this is a day that God has made, that we are each continuing our journey, walking above the line, practicing that wholeness and integrity in our lives, and recognizing who we are at each and every moment. And in those moments where we may fall below the line, where we have a difficult situation or react negatively to a situation, we stop, we pause, we remember. We remember to ask, who am I? And we simply recognize that we are expressions of that infinite love of God, that eternal peace of God, that infinite wisdom. And remembering who we are allows us to return to that rhythm of spirit, to that place where God shows up within us. And we can continue on our journey above the line, practicing that wholeness, practicing that integrity of living in each moment, experiencing each moment, and allowing God to guide us on our way, knowing that God goes before us to prepare the way. We simply have to step out in faith and listen to that still small voice within. And so I know that as we practice this integrity, our lives unfold with the beauty and grace of God. And I know that this day, God is present here, expressing through Jesse and his message this day, expressing through each and every one, and that we are all united in that peace of God and that joy of God, and we allow Spirit to express through us in the unique ways that it only can through each of us individually. And so I give great thanks for the joyful, blessed day that occurs here and right now. And I just allow it to be so, and so it is.
Life is good, it is good to me, and it was meant for you to live and be free, live and be free. Walk the path, take some time to laugh, and maybe it's been a while, but even try to smile, even try to smile, 'cause today is only here and then it's tomorrow. There's no point living a life that's full of regret and drowning in sorrow. Lift your head up high and open your eyes. You can choose to be happy. If you try, you might be surprised. Choices that you have made can be revised. Hey! here. And if you don't know where to start, then follow your heart, follow your heart. And run fast, learn from things that have passed, and know that everything is okay. Just make that choice today, make that choice today. 'Cause today is only here and it's tomorrow. No point living a life full of regret and drowning in sorrow. Lift your head up high and open your eyes. You can choose to be happy. If you try, you might be surprised. Choices that you have made can be revised. 'Cause today is only here and then it's tomorrow. There's no point living a life full of regret and drowning in sorrow. Lift your head up high and open your eyes. You can choose to be happy. If you try, you might be surprised. Choices that you have made can be revised.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So now let's come together in consciousness, shall we, for a moment and say our focus statement together. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. And now, let me tell you about our guest speaker this morning. You may have heard about him before, but I'm going to let you know about him again because he's a wonderful speaker, and we enjoyed him so much the last time he was here. Ministerial intern Jesse Keeler, practitioner, is licensed to pray through the Centers of Spiritual Living. He completed his practitioner studies in 2020 and is currently a member of Namaste CSL in Long Beach, California. Jesse serves the community in a variety of ways, including facilitating a weekly morning spiritual practice call, providing prayer, knowing the divine wholeness of individual congregants. In addition to spiritual coaching for his clients, he does believe in the oneness of all creation and the vital importance of caring for our earth. Since 2018, he has led the Order of the Sacred Earth Orange County, which promotes developing a personal connection with our earth through spiritual practices to become the best lovers and protectors of the planet that we can be. In the fall of 2022, he started ministerial studies at the Centers for Spiritual Living and is taking this new path of his spiritual journey one course at a time. Jesse loves exploring his relationship with the world and his place in the cosmos. He is fascinated by how thoughts shape the way a person experiences life, which we all know is true. You can read some of his musing on his blog, www.growingedgebeing.com. Let's welcome Jesse this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, Riverside. All right, looks you're ready. And good morning to you online. I'm just gonna get set up here. Thank you very much, Francis, and Ed for the beautiful invocation. And thank you to all of you for giving me the honor of reminding you of who you are. These beautiful, divine individuations of this thing we call God, of this thing we call life. You're amazing. So we got that first quote up there, Jocelyn? You must never be fearful about what you are doing when it's right. Does anybody know who that quote is from? Rosa Parks, an amazing woman, just what I would describe as just a regular human being going about their daily life, but a genuine leader in the community who rose to the occasion. And if you're like me and you were raised with just kind of the whitewashed version of Rosa Parks, I encourage you to go do a little Googling and find out more about her, because she has this amazing story about her journey to that moment that changed America. And also, that poster that's up there is from an artist, Amos Paul Kennedy Jr. If you're not familiar with his work, I suggest you go just search for him as well. He's a print artist, and he did a whole series of Rosa Parks quotes, and they're absolutely amazing. And the reason I wanted to bring up Rosa Parks is because she was standing in her true integrity, the wholeness of who she was in that moment. And that's what we're talking about this summer, is rising up, each one of us, to be leaders. And you might be saying, hey, Jesse, who am I? I'm just sitting here and living my life, and I'm not planning on leading anything. But you never know what's coming down the road. And that's what Rosa Parks showed us, is be prepared for the moment. Long before she sat on that bus, she was preparing in her community, serving in her community. And also, as we practice these skills of leadership this summer, that you're also leadership within your own life and developing your own spiritual path. So why don't we put up the next quote, Jocelyn, the Commitment 6. So this is Commitment 6 from the book, The 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership. If this is the book we're looking at this summer, how many of you have actually picked it up? All right, a few more than the last time I see. That's awesome. I know there's going to be a class that's coming up. If you're intimidated by books, and this looks like a big book, it's really actually a really nice read. It's an easy read, and you'll get a lot out of this, and you'll be able to really step into the service of your own life and the service of your community. So Commitment 6, you ready for this? All right. I commit to the masterful practice of integrity, including acknowledging all authentic feelings, expressing the unarguable truth, keeping my agreements, and taking 100% responsibility. So today, we're talking about integrity. So let's unpack integrity a little bit. So what do you think integrity means? Anybody? Being truthful, being whole, being honest, being whole. I'm from the Midwest. We might say that you're solid. It's wholeness, a solidness. We might also say, I'm wholly, wholly whole, if you've ever heard that phrase. And when I say I'm wholly, wholly whole, I mean I'm wholly, completely, holy in this sacred moment and whole. I'm wholly, wholly whole. The authors of the 15 Commitments of conscious leadership kind of break it down a little bit more. And they talk about energy management, congruence, and alignment. So one thing we know about energy is that every energy is everywhere. It's in everything. It's in you. It's in the person sitting next to you. It's actually in everything that we're experiencing in this life. So when we are out of integrity, we restrict that energy flow. So it's important for us to stay within integrity so that we can maintain this flow of energy. Congruence is matching what's on the inside with what's on the outside. So what am I thinking, what am I believing, and how am I out in the world, and how am I expressing that out in the world? And then alignment, my purpose. Am I on target? Am I in alignment with my purpose? So as I just mentioned, anything that's out of integrity is a breach of that integrity. And when we're out of integrity, we're blocking the flow of energy. And I gotta say something, let me give you an example. My life in the recent months has it feels like one of those, like a pinata or something that just exploded and there's like confetti everywhere. And I have never felt so out of integrity, so out of alignment, so in the midst of all this chaos and the beauty and all that I'm experiencing is amazing. I'm very fortunate. But still, there are many places where I feel like I've kind of fallen out of integrity. And let me give you an example. Francis gave me an introduction. And when I wrote that introduction, it was true that at that time, I was serving in my community in our morning spiritual practice calls. Because of everything that's gone on in my life in the past few months, I had to step back from that responsibility because I wasn't able to fulfill it as completely as I would like to. So I think, Francis, we need to take that out of my introduction so that I can be back in integrity. So my apologies to the community for not expressing that sooner, but I'm telling you now. So integrity is wholeness. And wholeness is the unbroken flow of energy of your life force. It's the congruence between what's experienced and what is expressed, and you're in alignment with purpose. I am wholly, wholly, whole. You want to say that with me? I'm wholly, wholly, whole. Say it again. I'm wholly, wholly, whole. One more time. I'm wholly, wholly, whole. We're going to feel that before this time's out. The authors also describe the 4 pillars of integrity. Taking 100% responsibility. If you've been listening to this talks and you're working on your book, you know this is commitment 1. Speaking authentically. That's commitment 4 that we've looked at. Feeling our feelings through to completion. Commitment 3. And then they add in impeccable agreements. Now, they define an agreement as anything that you say you're going to do, and you make that agreement with another person or a group of people or with yourself. And from the perspective of being impeccable with your agreements, there's no difference whether it's a big agreement or a small agreement. A small agreement would be, I agree to take out the garbage in the morning. Big agreement would be, promising I'm going to show up on Sunday morning on time so Allison doesn't get too concerned about if I'm showing up or not. Now, they also make a differentiation between an agreement and a commitment. And they're saying a commitment is something it's about your purpose, and it's also an agreement that you're making with your source, with the universe. With the way we're talking about this idea of agreements, I'm not sure that there's, in this context, if we take it out of the secular context of this book and we bring it into the sacred context of our discussion here, that there's really a whole lot of difference between an agreement and a commitment. Because if you think about it, if I'm making an agreement with another individual, and we're all divine individuations of God, of spirit, then technically, aren't I making an agreement with God? It's kind of a deep thing, right? If I make an agreement with you, I'm making an agreement with God. When you look around this room, these are the faces of God. So remembering that if you're really in the wholeness of this practice of integrity, all your agreements matter. And let me say this. It's not about being perfect. Nobody expects perfection. It's about practice. We have practitioners. They practice, and they take their practice very seriously. Each one of us, because you showed up today, says that I am a practitioner. My spiritual life matters to me. So give yourself grace. When you make a mistake, pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and do better. Ernest Holmes wrote in Living the Science of Mind, no one lives entirely by himself. We are all individual parts of humanity. And whether or not we realize it, each is influencing those around him. and each in his turn is being influenced by others, no doubt the thoughts and opinions and actions of the whole world finally are based on what everyone thinks and believes. Whole world finally are based on what everyone thinks and believes. You matter. What you think and believe matters. When you are in integrity and in alignment with your agreements, they matter. You matter. During the pandemic, I had the blessed opportunity to, I was renting a room with a Persian family, a family that a few decades ago had to flee Iran because of religious persecution. And the matriarch of the family, 95-year-old woman, who all the family refer to as Hanamjun. And Hanamjun means blessed lady, honored lady. And very sweet woman, very devout in her Baha'i practice. Now, when Hanamjun first came to the area to visit one of her daughters, she saw the condo that her daughter lived in, and she said, I want to live in the condo next door. Now, the thing is that there was already somebody living in the condo next door to where her daughter was living. And Hanamjun began to pray. She began to pray that she would be able to move next to her daughter. But she didn't stop there. And I think this is important because this is a reminder, because this is part of our practice. It's kind of this manifesting, bringing things into reality. Hanamjun also added in her prayers that the woman who lives there will come into great wealth, and she will want to move. And then I can buy her a condo, and I can move in with my daughter. So you know where this story is going, right? Okay. So over time, the woman who lived in the condo that Hanamjun wanted reconnected with her high school sweetheart. And those two fell back in love, and they lived their full lives, and they came back together. And it just so happens that the man that she fell in love with, her high school sweetheart, was very wealthy, had his own beautiful home, and the woman in the condo decided that they decided to get married. She decided to move out, and guess what? Hanamjun got to move in and live next to her daughter. Isn't that amazing? It wasn't just, so what I'm saying is Hanamjun was in full alignment. She was in full integrity with her beliefs, her belief in the unity and the oneness and the wholeness, our connection with one another, that what I say, what I do matters. The love I share matters. It's not just about what I want. It's for your best and highest good, and your best and highest good, and your best and highest good. So keep that in mind as you're praying, as you're knowing your world is unfolding. The best and highest good for all. Integrity is a practice then. It's a practice of keeping our agreements, taking responsibility, revealing authentic feelings, and expressing unarguable truths. It's not just about doing the right thing. It's about living a life of wholeness. And that means really coming into who you are, what you know about yourself, what you believe, the God qualities that are expressing through you, as you. And remember this, it's a process. It's not about perfection, right? Is it about perfection? No. It's about what? Making progress. Trying it out, making mistakes, getting back up, dusting yourself up, and moving on, doing better the next time. Always a process of cleaning up. All right, I'd like you to just settle in with me for a little bit. And let's just do a little check-in with about where we're at with our integrity. You can unfold yourself, untangle yourself if you want. Rest your arms in your lap with your palms up if you want to in a receiving mode, or not. Allow the back of the chair, the back of the pews to support you as God supports you in each and everything that you do. And I want you to just take in a deep breath. Just let it out. As you breathe in, I want you to take in another deep breath. Breathe in a little bit deeper this time. And as you exhale, let go of whatever is going on in your mind right now. Taking another deep breath and knowing that your body's just naturally extracting the oxygen that you need. And as you exhale, you're returning that, what you don't need, that carbon dioxide, back to the plants and the trees and the green things. And you begin this exchange of reciprocity with this planet. Now from this center of your mind, from this deep place, I want you to just scan the vista of your life. I just want you to look out over that vista of your life. Is there somewhere where you're not living in full integrity? Ask yourself, have I felt all my feelings around something? Is there anything I've been withholding? Is there anything that I've been withholding about? Have I kept all my agreements with someone, myself included? Am I blaming anyone or anything? Am I being a victim anywhere in my life? Now, you might identify that as a thought that's in your mind. You might identify it as something in your body. It's not about judgment, remember. It's just about noticing it, acknowledging it, knowing that it's there. And now, I want to ask you to ask yourself from this place, what do I need to do to come back into integrity? To be holy, holy, whole. What do I need to do to be holy, holy, whole? Is there somewhere in my life that I need to take 100% responsibility? Is there somewhere in my life that I need to speak authentically? Is there somewhere in my life that I need to feel my feelings through to completion? Is there somewhere in my life that I need to be impeccable with my agreements? Just recognize it. Don't judge it. You don't have to fix it right now. Give yourself grace and trust you'll come to know what you need to do to come back into integrity, because you are a divine child of God. I want you to say to yourself, and you can say it out loud if you want to, I'm holy, holy, whole. I am holy, holy, whole. I am holy, holy, whole. From this place, I just want you to come back, bring your attention back to this room. And I want to know for you, Riverside, that you are a divine community, inspired, that you stand on giants. And you're reaching, and you're moving, and you're changing, and you're growing into the greater good that needs to express through each and every one of you. And as each one and every person in the Riverside community steps into their leadership, that this thing we call life, that this thing we call God, this divine creativity is expressing through each and every person. And we are creating the community, the world that we all know is possible. Blessings to each and every one of you, Riverside. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you.
that all is well. The breath of God is breathing me. The rest of God is breathing in. I know that all is well. The breath of God is love in me. The breast of God is love in me. I know that all is well. The love of God is love in me. The breath of God is love in me. I know that all is well. The breath of God is joy in me. I'm resting in the joy of God. I know that all is well. The joy of God is grace in me. The breath of God is joy in me. I know that all is well. Know that all is well. I know that all is well. I know that all is well. All is well. Is well.
Beautiful. That was lovely. Thank you. All right. With those who are in service today, please come forward. Collecting this morning, on behalf of the congregation, are Cindy Lambert and Leslie Rockstad. And receiving is our practitioner, Ed Ryan. Your conscious contributions to this center allow us to continue all of our wonderful work. One of the easiest ways to give is via text to give. Just send a text to 951-419-5858 with the amount that you wish to contribute. You can also go to our website, riversidecsl.org, and click on the link in the upper right-hand corner under the tab Contribute. For those in the sanctuary, you can do it the more traditional way and drop your contributions into the baskets as they come around to you. We are so grateful for your ongoing generosity. Now, if you will please place what you're giving over your heart as we say this affirmation together. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Well, I'm grateful for the love that you rain down on me. Oh, I'm grateful for the love. Well, I'm grateful for the love that you rain down on me. Oh, I'm grateful for the love, for the love. Well, I'm grateful for the bounty that you rain down on me. Oh, I'm grateful for the bounty, for the bounty. Well, I'm grateful for the bounty that you
And now we have a couple of announcements just before we go to Johnson Hall for coffee and snackies. No working, no service, no snackies. No coffee, no snackies. Okay, the first announcement is the backpack drive for Sylvia's Serenity Home for the children. So far, we have not received the list of the items that the children are needing, so we will be doing that at a later time to give those supplies that children are needing for returning back to school. And then the sound bath is the third Sunday of the month at 3 p.m., and that is facilitated by our dear Ray Owens, who does a fabulous job. It's wonderful, so please try to attend that if you can. It does wonders for the body and the mind. And Leslie Rockstad, our president of the Core Council, has an announcement for you. You're welcome.
Okay. Hello. As you know, we are our beloved center is on the market, and in anticipation of a sale. I know it will happen, but we need to lighten our load before we go. So I'm asking for volunteers to help with a moving sale team, so we can, do a hybrid, like garage sale here, moving sale here, or I have some people interested in helping with social media, like the Facebook Marketplace. So I'll be out in the lobby with a sign-up sheet. So even if you have a few hours here and there, it would be appreciated, so we can get the team together and lighten our load. Thank you.
Now, let me see. Now it's time for our affirmation. Oh, visioning today, that's right. Thank you, Allison. I have it right here in front of my beady eyes. It's at 11:30 downstairs in the community room, and we'll be visioning for our new home. So please, please lend us your wonderful consciousness and energy. And now it's time for our affirmation. So you will stand, and I will say it, and then I will ask if you would repeat it after me. I commit to being in integrity. I commit to being in integrity. Thank you. Now, if you will continue to stand, and let's do our closing song, Something Wonderful. So I will repeat it. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it. I share it. I receive it. And I move love forward. Because love lives here.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It's this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it, share it, receive it, and I move it forward because the love lives here. Love lives here.
Sing with us, you got it. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It's this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it, I share it, receive it, and I move it forward, 'cause love lives here. Oh, love lives here. Yeah, love lives here. We love you guys. Have a great week. We're doing a little snacky back there. And and see you next week. When the world gets you down and you're feeling lonely, when you can't find your truth or find your center, there are many here who gather together. Oh, unconditionally, we love each other, and the scars that we see just make us stronger. We breathe it in together, hold you up with grace. You know that love lives here in you and me. Love lives here. My soul breaks free. So excited to be united with you. Where love lives here. Love lives here. When life gets you down, you can't see the future. When it all seems too much for you to handle, there are many here who gather together. Oh, unconditionally, we play together, and the hurt that you see will be set free. We breathe it in together, we'll hold you up with grace. You know that love lives here in you and me. Love lives here. My soul breaks free. I'm so excited to be united with you. Where love lives.
Love lives here.
Where love lives here. Love lives here. Love lives here. Yay, Aaron! We love you. You rock. Just like slip down. No problem. Thank you so much.
10 minutes away.